Polytechnic Institute of Tanzania in square bracket Olenjolai M. Okay, so square bracket Olenjolai M. So square bracket is Olenjolai. And also simultaneously, because we are mathematicians and we are solving mathematics, and we are solving simultaneous equation regardless of what level of your educations. If you managed it to be in O level, in ordinary secondary education, you learned about simultaneous equation. So simultaneously, I would like to welcome you into our official YouTube channels as called the online diploma. Excuse me, this is typing error. Online diploma. So it's called our YouTube official channel, online diploma, where we used to upload videos every day. So we will upload more than 100 videos in this platform. So you have to make sure that you get registered. It means that you subscribe so that you get official notification from YouTube. So it's called Online Diploma Polyinstit of Tanzania, square bracket Olenjolai. So what are we doing? What the visions we have in this platform? What the vision that we have in this institutions, online institution? I would like to remind you vision, because vision is powerful and it's just to show the passions and show the directions. And myself as the teacher who gonna teach you in this platform, I would like you as a students to have the vision that God has revealed in my mind, because the source of visions is God. Right, so we are just receiving and pursuing for the rest of our life. So this is the vision that I have to pursue for the rest of my life. So I would like to be this the vision that God has been declaring in my mind and declared the ends at the beginning. Okay, because it's the beginning, it is the beginning of this program. So God has told me that I have a responsibility during my lifetimes to prepare and incubate in training ordinary diploma students who are well prepared to become technicians. And they have to be well, they have to understand well the classroom instructions in engineering, mathematics, in scientific mathematics, and even in engineering courses, including scientific courses that they used to do in ordinary diploma, and combine that education plus knowledge plus wisdom, right? And plus understanding, combined with what? Education plus what? Knowledge plus what? Understanding plus what? Wisdom of the word of God found in the Bible, right? In order to solve real life problem, at least one problem, whether in your community, whether in your street, whether in your city, whether in your school, wherever there's any real life problems, you have been sent there to solve. You can solve a single problem for your lifetimes or even more than one problem. So our main objective in this platform or in these online institutions is to see our continuing studying students who are getting prepared to become competent technicians with a competence-based, right? Who take this tool knowledge, I mean the classroom instructions knowledge or science, that means engineering, science and mathematics knowledge, combined with the spiritual knowledge of the word of God in the Old Covenant and the New Covenant, in order to solve real life problems. So our rejoice during your study, during your time of learning ordinary diploma and after your graduations, and during your lifetime from now onwards, we'll be happy to see you are solving real life problems. Even if that you have never started to solve any of them, don't worry. I will be taking you step by step, because it's a process. What I'm telling you is a process. It can take years and years. For example, myself, I'm solving a national problem. What national problems I'm solving? Just the watch lecture 00, the general introductions of engineering and scientific mathematics for ordinary diploma, first year to third year. And then not what problems am I solving, but the problems is I'm training, I'm teaching. It's a difficulty for every student to understand mathematics in this context of ordinary diploma. So even yourself, you have your own problem. It doesn't mean that all of us, we should be teachers. No, but you have your own problems that is waiting you to solve it, right? So that is the point that I want to make. Make sure that also you watch these videos sequentially. It means that from lecture 00 and you go continuously to the last lecture. And hence, because of the size of the video, sometimes I can break the video lecture into two parts. You can find maybe lecture for instance, now in our YouTube channel, you can find lecture 1A and lecture 1B. Make sure that you watch before you go to the next lecture. Make sure that you did the end of the lecture, and I have a special way of concluding my lectures. So the way that I conclude my lectures will give you notification that this is the end of this lecture, so you have to get connected. In case you find that maybe lectures ended abruptly, then you have to understand there's another section. So in case you miss it, ask in the comment sections, then I will try to work on that. So I would like also, we have some departments in these online institutions. One of the departments is called not higher, this is also typing error. Higher engineering and scientific mathematics is another department in online undergraduate polytechnic Institute of Tanzania. So this is basic. So we are in departments of basic engineering and scientific mathematics. And the module or the course of today is algebra. And I would like to teach you the second topic because I've mentioned in the general introductions lecture. And I would like to ask you to have your copybook, have your exercise book, have your pencil for drawings, have your ruler, have your scientific calculator in case that you are lacking. Have at least one reference textbook. Have at least one question and answers book so that we may be solving problems together, right? Or either even a past paper. So in case you don't have this scientific calculator, go to the descriptions of this video. You will see how much does it cost, and then so you can order and you can ship it in any institutions or college or university in United Republic, in any regions of United Republic of Tanzania. So now let us go to the business. Okay, so we are in the second topic that's called indices and logarithm. And then this is lecture 3. So it means you have already done a lecture 00, general introductions, and then lecture 1A, lecture 1B. So it means that I'll give you a quick review. So this is general introductions of logarithm. And in case also you feel from your heart now, maybe, or in the middle of this lecture, or at the end of this lecture, or even if you're not watching this lecture, but you hear from your heart that God is insisting to offer free willing sense, even offering to Him for this programs and for this platform, then you may use two methodologies that which are officially authorized right now. You can use the bank transactions by using the NMB, so read descriptions below, and then so you know it means click the button show more. You'll see the bank accounts, the bank names, and the bank number, right? Also, you can use the mobile transactions in Tanzania. This is M-PESA 07. Can send you AdSense giving 0759745331. In case you find that I'm speaking quickly, I'm going quickly, then you can review this video several times as well as you can until this concept that I'll be teaching you click in your mind. Okay? Again, remember to subscribe, share these contents, invite your friends to enjoy the beauty of basic engineering and scientific mathematics. So let us go to business. So let me link the quick review. So up to this moment, we have taught you some lectures. We have taught you lecture 00. It's called the General Introduction of Basic, and Basic Scientific Engineering, or Basic Engineering and Scientific Mathematics for ordinary diploma, right, in Tanzania. So this material will be used for any technicians, for any ordinary diploma students worldwide, but our primary focus is the curriculums and syllabus of Tanzania and NATI. So we have NATI. This is the Tanzania National Council for Technical Education, and we are focusing on competence-based. Say competence-based. So welcome to the home of technicians, competence-based. Okay. So also we have taught you lecture 01 when we gave the general introductions of algebra, and we say that we have ordinary algebra, right? And also we have Boolean algebra. The good news in this module or this course, we are going to cover it. Okay, so here we have lecture 08 and then lecture 01B, as I said. And also we have another lecture, which is lecture 02. Okay, so this one we say that it's all about, we talked about indices and some problems. We solved even some problems. We didn't do many problems in indices because indices, There's a close relationship between indices and logarithms. So you have to teach your first logarithm, and then so you combine the concepts, the concept of logarithms and indices to solve problems, and even those challenging problems. So today, I would like to teach you the general introductions of logarithm. Say logarithm. Say logarithm. Do you love logarithm? Do you remember logarithm? Yes. The concept of logarithm, the prerequisite of this topic is the fourth topic of the Form 2 in basic mathematics. First topic of basic mathematics in Form 2 for the Tanzanian students. We learned about the general introductions or introduction of logarithm, right? In case that you forgot those concepts, because I will just cover them, do the quick review and cover them in this lecture. In case you missed, just watch my another YouTube channel that's called Tanzania Online O-Level Circuit School in square bracket Olenjolai, where I taught all the concepts of O-Level or ordinary secondary education's logarithm. So we have our best reference called the logarithm. So now let me write our best friend called the logarithm. Say logarithm. Would you call your firstborn logarithm? Your firstborn, son or logarithm. Okay. So we have a fundamental question which is common for Olenjolai to introduce a new concept. What is logarithm? What if that you are teaching your son or you are teaching your daughter about logarithm, and then asking, ma'am, excuse me, what's the meaning of logarithm? What does this mean? God, I have two definitions for you. You can pause the video and then write your own definition. What do you understand about logarithm? Because, okay, we are going to solve many problems in logarithm, but do you know what the meaning of logarithm? Literally? Okay. Because our focus here, we give you education, we give you knowledge, we give you understanding, and then so you have to make sure that you are extracting knowledge and you understood the knowledge and apply. That's the meaning of wisdom. Wisdom is applications of understood information, right? Knowledge is information. Okay, so what is logarithm? So I found two definitions. There are more than two definitions. Logarithm, we say that is the mathematical, this is the one of mathematical, okay? Mathematical operations. It's not a branch of mathematics. Mathematical operations, the one of mathematical operation that determines what the function of these mathematical operations, that determines how many times, okay, how many times, that determines how many times a certain number, right? A certain number called the base, that we call it in mathematics base, called the base. Even in indices, we still call it a base of index or of exponent. Okay? Is multiplied by itself. Is multiplied by itself. Multiplied by itself. Okay? At the meanings of 40 logarithm. So first of all, it is the mathematical operation. What does it mean? How many mathematical operations do you know? Possibly 4, right? What are them? Addition, subtraction, multiplications, division. Those are the basic mathematical operations, and we call them arithmetic operation. Okay, so this is the one of mathematical operation. But the function of this arithmetic operation determines what? How many times? So it's acting like a counter. How many times a certain number, right? Which you can present with, you can combine with algebra, maybe a certain letter, called your base. Which determines how many times base is multiplied itself. So a base has a characteristic to multiply itself maybe twice or 3 times or 4 times. What does this mean? Okay, I will explain to you soon. Don't worry. Some of the references, they define that logarithm. Okay, they define that logarithm. Logarithm is the inverse function. So this is a mathematical function. It's the inverse function. So inverse. So you know the meaning of inverse. Inverse function, right? Okay, it's the inverse function to exponentiation. To exponentiation. 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 So, logarithm is the inverse functions of what? Exponentiation. What is also exponentiation? Exponentiation is the inverse functions of what? Logarithm. Similarly, so that's another definition, right? Similarly, also we can define now that exponent is the inverse. This is the inverse of 40 of inverse function of logarithm. That's how we can define what exponentiation. And then we say that there is close relationship. There is a close relationship. There is close relationship between exponent or exponentiation and what? Logarithm. Okay, and logarithm. Okay. So before we define the general form of logarithm function, logarithmic mathematical operation, I would like to teach you or to introduce to you something which you have never thought about, types of logarithm. So now we say that types of logarithmic function. Okay? So types of logarithm. Okay? There are two types. So in mathematics, there are two types. There are two types of logarithm. Of logarithmic function. Because we say the inverse, so it's a function also. Logarithmic function. The first one is called the common logarithm. Say common logarithm. This is what we cover in O level. The second one we call it the natural logarithm. Enjoy the beauty of mathematics in your digital device. Okay? Enjoy the beauty of engineering and scientific mathematics for best technicians. Okay? So we have two types. The first one is called common logarithm. The second one is called, we have two types of logarithm. The first one is what? Common logarithm. The second one is what? Natural logarithm. And as I used to joke my students, and even I'd like just to joke you who is watching. What if you call your firstborn common logarithm? Common logarithm John, common logarithm what? What if? Right? What if you call your secondborn natural logarithm? Right? Okay. So then now let me explain briefly the meaning, the first type, which we call the common logarithm. Common what? Logarithm. What the meanings of common logarithm? Okay? Or common log, right? So the question is, what is common logarithm? So this is still inverse of exponentiation. But you know what happens? The difference between these two types is only the base, right? It's only what the base and the difference between these two types, right? So only the base. Okay? So the base is the only difference. So what is common logarithm? Common logarithm, we say that is a type of logarithmic function. Okay, it's a type of logarithmic function in which its base is what? Okay, is 10. So some of the references define common logarithm logarithm is the logarithmic function, okay, the logarithm function, or is a logarithm, is a logarithm function of 40 of base 10. So the only thing is the base is 10. That the means of 40 common logarithm. Some of the references also say, in mathematics, in basic mathematics, in basic engineering and scientific mathematics, we say that the common logarithm, the common logarithm is the logarithm. Is the logarithm. Is a logarithm of 40 of base 10. That the mean. With base 10. Okay? Not of. With base 10. So it means the keyword here is the base. Okay? So the keyword here is the base. And these are the types of logarithm that you have learned during your ordinary secondary school. So you might understand now why do we teach you this concept. Because the second type we are introducing to you for the first time, unless you studied additional mathematics during your ordinary secondary education. So he said that the word means that the logarithmic function, right? The common logarithmic function, not even the logarithmic function. So the common logarithmic function, okay? The common logarithmic function. Common logarithmic function, because you know how to differentiate it and do different maneuvers. The common logarithmic function is abbreviated. So is abbreviated, okay, as what? As log. So the word common logarithm will be using the word log. And then another piece of information very important for you. We say that generally, generally, the common logarithm, which is common log, right, is written mathematically, employing the beauty of mathematics as follows. So how do we write? We write first the name of the function, which is common logarithm. And here we used to have a base. And here we have a number like this one. And then depends. Should have an equal sign. And here we have index. So this is the general form of 40 of common logarithm. Okay? So what does it mean? So he said that he recall, or even if I didn't touch about that, I would like also to tell you the common, we say that general form of 40 of exponent or exponentiation is this, that we say that here we used to have base, and then here we used to have index, base power index. So this is base power index, and then this is equal to the certain number. It means if a number is multiple by how many times is multiplying itself to it's multiplying itself. So from this general form, right? So this is the general form of 40 of exponentiation. So even the concept of logarithm has been derived from this concept of 40 of exponentiation. That if, for example, if this is the exponent, if you're being given an exponential function, right? Exponential function. And this exponential function is represented as base, power index. This is equal to a certain number n. So if now you want to write that function in logarithmic form, okay, logarithmic function, the same function, we say that we introduce, we said that for this function, we're writing logarithmic or log with base, right? And then the number will be here, and this is equal to the index. So that's why you say that inverse of 40 of exponent. What means that because one of the features of logarithm is the inverse of exponentiation. What does it mean? This the meaning. For instance, the exponent, so exponentiation, right, give us the result after raising a base with a certain index, right? Okay, so let me show you. Let me give example. Exponentiation or exponent, right? That we have a base, which is the number or a letter, right? The base, and then she said that this base will rise with the index or exponent. This one will give us a certain number or a certain expression, a certain value, certain number or certain value, right? So now, we say that it means we took a base, we raise by index, we get a number. Now, if we find the logarithmic of these expressions, of this equation, then the logarithms will give us the value of 40 of an index. It will tell us this base has been multiplied how many times to get this value, right? So that's why. So that's what happens. So it means that exponentiation take you from left-hand side towards the right-hand side. So from left to right-hand side, while logarithm will take you from right-hand side, right? From right-hand side to left-hand side. How? Because I told you that if you apply log, then it will be log of base times what? Number or value. Okay, log of a number or value, base with a certain base. This will give us what? Index. So logarithm always will be focusing on giving us index, while exponentiation always focusing on giving us a value of exponentiation. Do you enjoy the beauty of basic engineering and scientific mathematics? Tell me in the comment sections. So this is the tools that we have in mathematics. So let me give you familiar examples, because I've been speaking by using letters, words. You know, if you're speaking in mathematics by using letters and words, you'll find that the concept becomes even difficult. So let me give you some examples of 40 of common logarithm. Okay, common logarithmic function. Examples of common logarithmic function. So the first example is this. That, for example, you'll be given to find log base 10 of 40 of 3 is equal to what? Right? Is equal to maybe a certain value. Or you're being given that to find log of 2 base 10. These are the common log, right? Or you're being asked that or you're being given that to find log of 121 base 10 is equal to what? Right? So it will give you what you always index. That this base should be multiplied to get 3, and you'll be given 10 power this value, it will give you 121. Okay? So against the possibility that you form this in O level, that maybe log of x is equal to maybe a certain value 1. Okay? Then you can have also some other values. For example, log of x plus 2 base 10, right? Base 10, this is equal to, possibly is equal to 4. Find the value of x. See? Another thing again that in writing logarithmic function, okay, the base 10 is not often shown. So not this. So in writing, because we know that in writing common logarithm function, right? We say that the base 10 is not often included because it's known. What does it mean? This is the meaning. For instance, I can write log of 3 base 10. this index is the same if I write log of 3. Right? Also, I can write log of 2 base 10. This index equal to log 2. Also, I can write log of what? 121 base 10. This we can write in medicine log of 121. Also, when I write log of x base 10, however that we can use some other bases, and this is the fundament of Boolean algebra, this is equivalent if you write log of x, right? So number 5, if I'm writing log of x plus 42 base 10, right? This is equal to what? Log of x plus 2. That's the way of writing. So another point that the common logarithm can also express in another common or in other base, but it should be shown. It's the first note. Say number 2. If the base of common log is not 10, then it's not 10, then it has to be shown. It has to be shown in logarithmic function. What does this sentence mean? Example, if you have possibly log of 2, the 3, you should show it. This is not equal with log of 2, because the base is no longer, it's not 10. If also we have log of 3 base 5, this also is not equal to log of 3. If, for instance, we have log of x base 4, right? This is not equal if you say log of x. These are few points, but they can let you get confused, right? If, for example, I have log of y plus 2, right? And then C base 7. This is not equal if you write log of y plus 2. Okay. That's the concept that you have to remember. Okay? That's the concept that you have to remember. Okay. So if that's the case, we say that those are the few notes. So the relationship I've shown. So for instance, I mean that you show a relationship, just to remind you, relationship between what? Between common log, common logarithm, and the common exponential function. Right? Exponential function. What does it mean? Generally, as I say, but I just remind you, if you write log of a base 10, right? Possibly is equal to certain value 1. This is what? Logarithmic function. In exponent, we begin to write 10 power y is equal to n. So this is what? Exponential function. Right? So again, if you are writing log of x plus 2 base whatever, right? So possibly even the 3, this is equal to what? Possibly this is equal to 10, right? So this is what? Log function, logarithmic function. If you want to convert it into exponential function, then the base is 3 power 10 is equal to x plus 2. Now you enjoy the beauty of mathematics. So I showed relationship between common logarithm and the natural logarithm. Okay. If that's the case, we say that, if this is the case, we say that that is good. Then let us come back to another concept, right? And this is the second part. That means, ladies and gentlemen, teach you about natural logarithm. Natural logarithm. Okay? Natural logarithm. Say natural logarithm. Say natural logarithm. Say it. Do you remember my jokes? Mathematics is beautiful. So, including jokes also is worth. Okay, simplify the constant. So this will be the second question. What is natural logarithm? So for me, when I met, or even now when I met for the first time about natural logarithm, the question developed in my mind is what the meanings of this natural logarithm? Before even I have gone through how can I find it. You can pause the video. I know that possibly you hate it, or your O-level teachers introduced you possibly, and then you answer that question. So I found two definitions. I'll give you two. Natural logarithm. This is for the matter of understanding, because this is very useful in engineering. Natural logarithm, right? So natural logarithm, we say that is there. Okay, so you say that is either logarithmic function or is a logarithm with base, okay, to base, is a logarithm to base of 40 of e. And this e, we can find it in our scientific calculator. It is 2.71828, and then it's continuous. This is one of the definitions. I will show you soon how you can use your scientific calculator to define it, right? So some of the other resources, or some other definitions, define this one. The natural logarithm of a number is the natural, okay, we say that the natural logarithm of a number, because we are looking for maybe of a certain number, because we represent numbers by using data. Okay, the natural logarithm of 40 of a number, right? Of a number is its logarithm. Its logarithm, right? To the base of the mathematical constant. The base of the mathematical constant. Mathematical constant. Okay? And this mathematical constant is what? Mathematical constant E. So mathematical constant what? E. Okay? Which is mathematical constant E. So then we say E is an irrational number, is an irrational number, is an irrational number. E is an irrational number, irrational and transcendent number. It's rational and E transcends. So again, it's a little bit difficult to pronounce this. Transcendental number, okay, approximately 82849,459. So let me explain brief. Natural common logarithm. If you see that you have natural common logarithm, we do also have natural condensation. So we have this, we call T. Remember that. This is common log. I remember that I haven't said this in previous lecture. Common log. Okay, so this is the common log. And this is what you call T common exponential function in this form. So where the base is 10 or any whole number or any positive integer, but not non-negative, not negative integers or other types of numbers. So natural logarithm is a logarithm to base of it. So the base here is what? And this base of it is 2.71828. Or in other words, the natural logarithm of a number is its logarithm to the base of mathematical constant e. Right? So both definitions are synonym. And this e is an irrational. Irrational, we talked about irrational, different irrational, rational, integers, positive integers. That is the responsibility of the set of the function. Approximately equal to this. So before I even write anything else, I continue write on everything. So we have this is our scientific calculator, function 191 MS Casio, made by Casio. So I want to show you how do you get the value of 40 of the calculator. So I say that by using scientific calculator, for this case is FX 991, right? Okay, scientific calculator, we say that the first step, raise alpha, raise the scientific calculator to find value of E. So press alpha. This is the top, the second top button from left hand side. Then afterwards, we say that you have to press, after pressing that one, you have to press a button labeled as this button. Okay, it has been labeled like this one. So this is the button I'm drawing. Here we have long, you write text. Here we have E in red color or orange. Here we have oct. This is Boolean number. And also here we have E power X. Okay? So you have to press this number and then the answer now. You say E to be so. Let me show you. So this is our scientific calculator, right? And then let me clean it. Okay? So this is our scientific calculator. Then we press alpha. This is alpha. Once. Then you press log. What do you see? You see E. You see E? And then you press equal sign. So before we get E, the same step, we say that press. Okay. Press the button. Okay. Labeled as what? Equal sign. Okay. Equal sign. And then we find the value of E. This is equal to 2.71 H2 81, okay, H2 8. Could this scientific calculator? So according to one of the research, 1 H2. So why? Because this, how many digits are this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. While this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So if you use some advanced calculator, they can give you a large arrangements of digits, right? Because it's a rational number, so it still continues. So for instance, this scientific calculator is being used where the computer, it can show how many? 14. Okay, 14 what? 14 numbers, so 14 digits. While this one can show only 11 digits including decimal point. Okay. So, if that's the case, we say, what do we say? Say good. So how do we label this logarithmic function? Natural logarithmic function. Okay? So natural logarithmic function, if we define against, is the inverse of common exponentiation. The inverse functions of common exponentiation. Okay. So again, we say that in the common, so we say that the base here of natural logarithm is e, right? So we say that mathematically, right? Mathematically, okay, natural exponentiation, right? This is written as what? E index, right? This is equal to what? Value or certain number, right? That is natural exponentiation, right? So then we say that natural logarithm, the way that we write natural logarithm for this context, right? Context, this will be equal to what? The natural logarithm, don't use now what? We don't use log, we are using ln. This is called ln, say ln. So it's ln. And then here we have, we say that ln of what? In most cases, we say ln of index. No, ln of value. Ln of a value or a number. This will be equal to, okay? This will be equal to what? This will be equal to index. So let me clarify again, what does it mean? Okay? So in maths, if you find ln of index, this also is equal to, if you say log of what? So remember that you have index, so log of a value. Okay? No, this is ln. If you find ln of a value or number, right? Or number. This is equivalent to say that this is log of a value. And this will be equal to what? Always remember, give us what? Index. So logarithm, and logarithms always give us what? Index. Okay? So what does this mean? So in other words, just in simple, we say that ln, for instance, ln of a, this is equal to log of a plus e, right? And mean, ln of b, this is equal to log of b plus e. Okay, so that is the next that is very interesting concept of natural logarithm. Okay. You enjoy the beauty of mathematics? And these are the secrets. So if that's the case now, we say, for instance, example, exponential or natural exponential function, right? Natural exponential function. The natural exponential function, for instance, you can write e and e base of e, index of a, this is equal to b, right? So the natural logarithm for this case, the natural logarithm, just to simplify and speak generally, the natural logarithm of this case, it will be what? It will be ln, it means if you apply ln to both sides of the equation, it will be ln of b is equal to a. Remember that a stands for index, and this stands for the value or a number. Right? So you see, in other words, we can say that ln of b, this is equal to log common logarithms of b with base of e, which is equal to what? To a. So it means that e power a is equal to b is closely related with what? Logarithmic function. So okay, so this is the end of this lecture 03. What I've been teaching you, the general introductions of what? Logarithm. Join me in lecture 3, lecture 4 of this program, when I'll be teaching you about laws of what? Of both common logarithm and natural logarithm. And from there, we'll be able now to solve problems, right? So don't miss it. I thank God who have been with me in preparation of this lecture 3. I give you all the glory. And I thank God who have given us the opportunity to join me and even to understand the information, and you'll keep on understanding. And I thank God who have given me a gift of teaching. And I thank you also for taking your time and following this stuff. I would like to insist you that to read the descriptions of this video so that you get some further information concerning about the particular video, and even the links for our other official YouTube channels. We have 6 official YouTube channels. That is only one. If you want to know our other official channel, because as I said, we incubate you in mathematics, engineering, computer science, including the spiritual knowledge, it's the word of God. So we have several other channels. Look them in the sections. Share, click the button, it means click the icons of what of share, so you can share this contents with some other technicians of first year or any year, regardless of where they are. Remember that these contents, they are applicable in the Islam Institute of Technology. These contents, they might be learned by the students of the Arusha Technical, because these are the examples, right? These contents also might be learned by the Karume Institute of Science and Technology in Zanzibar. These contents also might be helpful in another institution, that in St. Joseph College of Engineering and Technology, right? These contents also are applicable in their University of Technology of Science and Technology, right? And these contents also are applicable in Al-Maktoum. Even this course also is applicable in Kampala International School, International University of Tanzania. So we have several institutions which are taking ordinary diploma in science, in engineering, even related course, social sciences, and even some other courses that can benefit of this content. So may God bless you. Don't miss the lecture 4 of indices and logarithm. Don't miss it, please. Don't miss it. Okay? So may God bless you abundantly, and let us meet in another session. And may God bless you abundantly and keep you safe as long as you'll be with me. Okay, don't hesitate to ask me questions in the comment sections. I will come through, and even some other students can answer your questions. May God bless you and keep you safe, and make you and let Him make you prosper during your time of your studying for ordinary diploma and even after your graduations. May God bless you. See you then.